Hi, it's Melinda back again to talk to you about presentations. So there are a few things I want to talk to you about this time. Beginning with the length. I just want to remind you that the length is 2 minutes per speaker plus 1 minute. So for 4 speakers, that would be 8 minutes plus 1 minute. So your presentation is going to be around 9 minutes if you have 4 speakers. Okay, next thing to talk about, assigning topics. So you need to decide round about now who is going to do what. So for example, you might decide the first speaker is going to do an overview and introduction. You might decide the second speaker is going to do methods and findings. The third speaker is going to do discussion, and the fourth speaker maybe continue the discussion or maybe just conclusion and recommendations. You need to find a way of dividing it fairly evenly and fairly logically. So one thing that you must do is write a script for each speaker. And then you need to link the scripts. You need to link the content and the speakers. So by linking the content, I mean logical progression from the content of one speaker to the next speaker. So by linking speakers, I mean introducing the next speaker. So I've finished speaking, I've said my bit. The very next thing I'm going to say is, so the next speaker will be Darton Rosner, and she's going to talk about our findings. Okay, there are also some logistics that you need to consider. So imagine that you're one of the lecturers, you're sitting down, you're looking at the videos, you have to mark them. Okay, now remember we've got over 1,400 students. It's quite a lot of names to remember, and you've probably noticed that unfortunately we can't remember everyone's name. Okay, so how are we going to manage? Well, you need to help us. So I suggest that your very first screen should be a list of all of the group members with their registration number and their name and the order that they're going to speak in. So first speaker, registration, name. Second speaker, registration, name. Third speaker, fourth speaker. Set it out very clearly on that first screen. Okay, so that's one bit of logistics you need to think about. Another thing you need to think about is you've done an academic report, you're doing an academic presentation. Have you used any references? Have you paraphrased? Have you used ideas from somewhere else? If so, what do you need? Obviously, you need a list of references. So your last screen should be the list of references. So that first screen and the last screen, how are you going to do it? So you might decide to use PowerPoint, or you might have a whiteboard and just simply write on the whiteboard. Or you might have the speakers hold up signs. So I could hold up a sign with the names of the speakers, the order that they come in and their registration numbers. Okay, that can be a bit of fun. A number of ways of doing it. You decide what you want to do. High tech, low tech, doesn't matter. It just needs to be clear. Hi, I'm here to remind you, you need to be on screen for 2 minutes, for all of 2 minutes or most of 2 minutes. Remember what we are assessing. Basically, we are assessing you. We need to see you. Okay. If you decide to do a mashup, which is a combination of PowerPoint and talking head or video, that's fine, no problem at all, but make sure that you are on screen most of the time, and when you are on screen, that your image is quite large. And this is very important. It's about practice. And what you need to do is this. Practice, practice, practice. Do lots of practice. So start early, thinking about the logistics, thinking about the problems, the equipment. Plan what you're going to do lots of practice, and then record. I suggest that you don't leave it until the last day or the day before it's due in. I suggest you start early. There's technology you need to manage. There's content that you need to manage. You need to make arrangements so that everyone agrees. You need meetings. make sure that you start early in organising your presentation. And that's it for this session.